So it's been a minute since we've done a framing video, but today we'll change it. So I'm gonna go out. This job's dragged on for a little bit, so we'll just go out and try and keep it moving as best we can. So finish off subfloor, lay some sheet floor, hopefully flick out maybe plate. We'll see how we go. If we get all that done, that's a fucking big day because we are starting kind of late. But no, you gotta live with some hope. Part about framing, that's about all you need. So, as a quick run through of what we're taking, I don't really even need the compressor, but I like having my airframer. I've got a layout station in the back there. What do we got? I think the rest is on this side. Then it's just me Makita saw. Milwaukee gun. That's about it. A nail bag on the back seat, in amongst all this shit. Line laser's really handy, and just a nail bag. You can get a fucking lot of work done with that. Well, that's about it. A couple of lasers in the back. Chains, fucking compressor, gun, hose, power lead. I think there's a 1200 level in there, and we're good to go. Buddy, come here. Come on. What are you doing? Buddy. I don't know if I ever put it on camera or not. This is the other excavator that we picked up. So it's a 3.5 ton Sani with a tilt hitch and a thumb on it, which, sorry. There you go. Yeah, with a tilt hitch and a thumb on it, and as well got augers for it. So far it's been a great little machine. Obviously, very different use case to the 9. The only downside to the 9 was it not having this articulated point at the front, so I couldn't dig as close to buildings as I wanted, and just that finer sort of work. So we went and picked up this one. So far it's been a great machine. This is us. So these are 2 units on basements. The builder's kind of, there's a lot of things wrong with it. So this is Dincel. That's been fucked from the start. The guy that did that's just fucking ruined it. So there's like, I think from this side of the floor to that side of the floor, it's like 40 mil out of level. So all these joists had to be fucking very particularly put in. We'll work through that, but yeah, we want to try and get this floor laid today. So obviously a couple joists left to go in, a couple of hangers. I should get that down. I'll probably get that finished and then come down here and floor this one, because then that way my sheets are flooring it there. I'll walk across a finished floor. I don't know what the fuck was going on in the bricklayer's head, but they haven't cut any access points into the subfloor, and they didn't even put any vents in. So all this groundwater that's here, they'll need it pretty much once we floor it, cut out. I don't know if you've seen like the little trapdoors they have for brickwork. to get into the subfloor of the house. You've got to have those. You need to have access. So they needed to have access so they can get a fan in there and dry that out. But clusterfuck. And then downstairs there's like walls that are 75mm out and just fucking completely in the wrong spot. And so it's very much make it up as you go. And that's why this job stalled so much. I'm here today to just try and keep it moving, because once that subfloor is done, we're up, we're out of this shit. I can pull my walls around to wherever I want to keep it all square, and then we can sort of build normally from there and not have to deal with this shit. So anyway, is our special Saturday treat, fresh saw blade day. If you're framing, I highly suggest these blades, the Diablo fucking demo demon ones. I've got one of the Makita ones in this saw because the saw's not that old and that's what it come with. But as soon as I need a new blade, it's these.
Which is much cheaper, right? Make 20,000 people move from insulin to metal, or 50,000 or 500,000 people. Our policy is you got to take OTC. That's just how I feel. It's better to have no sequel than sequel. People are very willing to be intellectually dishonest when it comes to things they don't know about, because it's a personal thing. And again, my goal is to better understand how personal health is that. It actually is this charged good and service. It's not like food. It doesn't have the elasticity of other things. It's a very unique product that we put in a different place. And my new company is sort of an effort to sort of understand that, make amends, make penance in a way, because I think that again, healthcare is one of these goods that, unlike most other goods, there's more. Nobody is willing to sacrifice medical healthcare, right? You and I are quite willing to sacrifice, right? There's only so much money to spend on this and that. But if you had infinite money, like, the thing you'd probably prioritize is your health, your life and well-being. And I think that makes it kind of special, but in service, and that's why we've gone from spending 5% of our GDP on healthcare to 20%. And I think that's going to go to 50%. We can have shelter, etc., etc. We ultimately just want to live forever. There's the reason why the Silicon Valley trillionaires, they want long.
So this is a setup laser. It's about 300mm from, like, that's our datum to the top, and then just that end, because everything, that part of the building kind of runs out, so you kind of got to feather it all out here. You'll notice double bottom plate as well. That's so we can pour 15mm of self-leveler across the floor once it's all framed to level back out the floor to get the nice finish. Now we'll measure our checkouts here, whack those in. We'll just lift up those top ones to the level so they line up with the other side, and off we go.
So whether this litigation turns out that some amount of that's been paid by the company, and I don't have an investigation, something would be maybe I'll pay $30 or $40 million. And so it's I'd have to sell my farm assets. I'd have to make room. Would I be able to cover it or not? I'm not even 100% sure. But it all depends on the sale price. But you just need to look together and added another. And I'd certainly cheery about it and say, all right, it's a big challenge, but I'll do it. And I think that, I don't do so well. Oh my god, this is so much gaming. Like, I found it on top of my Tesla issues because it wasn't 100 is that something. 100 is just basic. And again, this is making a global country in 10 years. I want to be wealthy again. And I think I have the skills to do that. You might lose everything that you made in the last It is trying to shut down all the fun things that they're like, we are pro athletics, we're pro fraternities, we are pro party, and we are pro weirdness. And they basically talk about like they're doing a great job like the story. They're like, back in 1981, there's this rap machine that they threw in here where there was sand all over the house, like beach ball. Like the party was over, people left, the sand was still there. They're like, shit, what are we gonna do with all this sand? We still have so much sand. They're like, we built an island on the sand. They're like, there's no way. What if we just sand? What else would be on our island? And they're like, wow, they just go about the morning. And they go there, and then the groundskeeper's like, God, you can't bring a bulldozer here, like an excavator to like dump this here. And they're like, sir, we want to do this for this reason. This is our moment. This is our legacy. Like, let's think about this. Years from now, people will wonder how the hell this island was built, but tonight is that night. And the guy's like, all right, go ahead. And he like looks in the end of the island, and it's like,
So these ones are ripped on a 5mm slant. They'll just be a double that sits along here. They'll pick up a load bearing wall, and I'll pretty much have to do that right the way around. Then I'll have to think of something here because that din cell's fucked. Anyway.
This is an extraction of the floor, actually natural
That was not good.
AMA restricts the amount of people who can come down. The supply is constrained. You cannot if we can do that, what will happen? Medical services will drop like a rock. We have to be saved. Medicare and Medicaid will be bankrupt. Food would be bankrupt. We have really more doctors
So just looking at this side now, I'm about 95% sure this was meant to be single skin brick. That side, front, yeah, up on this side, just laminated a pine there, I'll put one more joist in here in line with that one. This won't take too long. I got this end one in. I'm going to not nail it off. My reason for doing that is because everything's so over the fucking joint. If I just line it up with the edge of the brickwork, there's every chance it'll be wrong. As far as having a huge overhang. So if I lay my floor, don't pin that into the floor either, then mark it out, then I can push and pull that to wherever I want. Because underneath here is flat, so I can, underneath the bearer is flat, so I can push and pull that to wherever I need. And if I don't shoot it off, that'll be really easy. Versus if I just pin it there and then I have to deal with a rectification on a frame overhang. So I'll do the same on this side as well. So I'm pretty well fully prepared for all of these external brickwork to be fucked. So this is why I shoot air, because your Milwaukee, mine as well, they just don't punch like that. I didn't have the air gun yesterday and it was fucking miserable putting these nails in. I think Paslode sell like a fucking high-powered Paslode, I guess. But it costs about as much as my entire air gun hose setup that I'm running at the minute. So it just seems kind of a fucking waste of money. No offense to Paslode. So please don't let me lose. shoelace is undone. That one will sit loose in there as well. Even now, just thinking about it, all this flooring I'll run long too. But if I don't run it long and I fall short, then I'll have this fucking patchwork quilt of dog shit. So we'll run it all long. Like usually you'd flick it out to your, cut it back to your walls, but that's not going to work this time. So that's what you see me doing, is just level across what's already been installed and lasered. Just measure it down to what's there. This one only needs like 5mm out of the bottom. And then you just bring it over here. You can run it past a little bit. So most of these I run to about 100mm. The timber it's going over is only 90. Go that. So overrunning it that way doesn't matter. Oh fuck, I just feel some sawdust. Overrunning your mark that way doesn't matter a heap. This one here you want to be kind of careful with. Or sink it too deep. Then just bring it up the other end. And we just whack on a hanger. Where you can, always pre-install your hangers. So these subfloors are in on a 300 spacing, so if you don't do it now, you can't actually get a nail gun in there. And these hangers are quite good because they've got, they're like mini gang nail strips, I guess. So you can just tap it with your hammer and it holds. You grab your gun and just throw in each side. That's that one. I've actually run out of fucking nails, so I'm doing as much as I can with what I've got, and then Zach will get here with some more nails. So that's why they're sitting there ready to laminate and go in. Those ends need to be shot off. But we can start to lump some flooring up. And I might get him to get some more glue as well. There's not a ton of work left in it. Actually, I've got this little section here. So this spot here is set down because of, so this is a wet area, that's where your shower goes. That'll get framed out, that'll have another wall on top of it. So we'll just need to do something across here and at the back of that to pick up the plaster that comes down from the wet area. So we might measure it. A bit of a cunty one, that one. Anyway, we'll work something out. Quick update. Needed glue and nails to keep going. So Zach's bought that. All this flooring's out hanging long. 300 centers is a bit cunny to cut into, but we're making it work. So it takes a little bit longer than normal, and now I'm doing it by myself, but that's all right. So in case you're curious, it's about the complete opposite way you want to do flooring. You'd really rather have all of your flooring on that side and work back this way, but that's just not how this one works. Oh, fuck. Fuck. This guy's coming out. You get down here, cut this one half off. So now we gotta get all this to tie in. Might have to do, as if they've already done a strip under that wall, fix that up. Bit of a cunty setup. Like that wall is sitting on enough next door, so this is how fucked it is. I'll bet my walls are square, and then you can see a flooring underneath. Stair void's probably 45 mil out. Makes it interesting. So this section here, I'll run you through what I'm trying to do. You might find it useful. This runs way out, so it's not a consistent measurement. So we've overcut a piece, and we'll sit that in there, and that's obviously going to be wrong, but let me get that. Fuck, I want to get that underneath there. Sorry, but the idea is get it where it wants to go, flick a line on it, and then turn it around, because I still want to cut off the shit side of it. I still want my tongue and groove to work. Here's Captain Useless. Oh, thanks. You're so kind. Bye, fuck stick. Beautiful. Oops. I don't know how that end's gonna turn out. Just fucking this corner here, we'll whack a block in just to pick that up. So 295. I'll probably hold off on shooting in this piece until I've got this piece of flooring next to it in. Get up, you cunt. Sweet. Now we'll glue up this run. Whack that in. This one's going to be pretty fucking brutal to fit. It feels like it's about to fucking rain as well. Maybe it won't be too bad. Move that half on. It's a little bit of overhang up into the bathroom. 'Cause I'm a magic man. Might mark these joists as well. As soon as we fucking get that piece of flooring fitted, we won't be able to find it for our nails. So we'll be right. That side in. So I reckon we'll get that side good, and then we'll try pry this side over. That's not going to be too far off though. We're a little gappy in the middle here, but we don't know whether that's because this middle stick's bowed in, or if because the rest of it's out. Yeah. We'll give it a pry in, so we go. Actually, shamefully don't have a fucking chisel with me, so we're gonna do it this way. This is about as hard up as that one's gonna go. I made a comment before, it looks like it's about to rain, and it just fucking Randy Orton just out of fucking nowhere, and now we're about to get wet, but we got fuck all left. So very tempted just to tough it out. I really wanted to get this marked before any fucking rain hit, but yeah. So that might bring an end to today's video because I don't want my camera getting fucking saturated. Also need to put my fucking ute window up. It wasn't a bad day. I'm not upset with how it went. There's a couple of things we could do better next time, but that's how it goes.